Good morning and welcome to the What's Up News Network, being broadcast from Panama City Beach, Florida, the home of the world's most beautiful beaches. I am Jim Free with Jim Free Realty. Please help me out this morning and look right below the picture and you'll see a red subscribe button. Please click on that for me. Thank you. This morning we only had 3 condo reports. There were 2 new listings and 1 had a price decrease. There are 595 active condo units. Of those 595, 328 are Gulf front units. In the past 30 days, 156 units have sold, and 96 of those were Gulf front units. In the detached single-family housing, there are 290 active listings. 16 of those are Gulf front listings, and in the past 30 days, there have been 110 units sold, one of which was a Gulf front unit. In the attached single family, there are 107 active units. 10 of those are Gulf front units. And in the past 30 days, we've had 41 of those sell, one of which was a Gulf front unit. Looking at all residential sales in Bay County over the past 12 months, the total number of residential listings in Bay County has risen from approximately 2,300 in June 2019 to approximately 2,800 in June of this year. The number of new listings has remained constant. Sales over the same period has dipped from 510 per month to 490 per month. Now let's move to the COVID-19 cases. We now have 347 reported cases. 329 of those are Bay County residents and 18 are non-residents. We've had 4 deaths and 34 hospitalizations. Now, we have reported previously we had 5 deaths. There's a lot of discrepancies in the reporting system on COVID-19, confusion. We now believe there have only been 4 deaths, but we can't confirm that. The age distribution of cases shows more new cases in the 25 to 34 age group. The median age in Bay County is 41. The median age in the state of Florida is 40. Pediatric cases are still low, and the 85 plus age group is the lowest. Perhaps this difference that we're seeing now is because they're more younger citizens that are socializing than there are some of our elderly ones. The breakdown by gender is 152 males and 177 females. The breakdown by race is 244 white, 39 black, and 20 other, and there are 26 cases that it's unknown. We have heard of so many cases where people have died in hospitals and nursing homes, unable to have the comfort of having loved ones with them during their final moments. So I want you to know about a Texas couple. Curtis and Betty Tarpley had celebrated 53 years of marriage. They had been sweethearts since high school, and both were diagnosed with coronavirus the same day. They were both admitted to the Texas Health Harris Methodist Hospital in Fort Worth. And when their conditions worsened, nurses moved them into the same room and they held hands until they died at approximately the same time. This whole thing, while trying not to make too much light of it, kind of reminds me when I was 16. Gas prices were low, but I'm still grounded. The National Hurricane Center is watching 2 systems in the Atlantic. Both are tropical disturbances and at this time pose little chance of development. The National Hurricane Center will continue to monitor these things. They're producing showers and thunderstorms. Some light development of this system during the next few days is possible, but not likely. The movement is now at 20 miles per hour northwest. Something new that I was not familiar with, the Saharan dust is pushing into the Caribbean Sea and into the Gulf of Mexico to help, is helping to prevent development of these storms. It's been kind of hazy for the last several days, which is attributed to the Saharan dust, and that is expected to go away in the next few days. I was recently shopping at the local Winn-Dixie store last Wednesday when I heard a loud commotion coming from the front of the store, and I saw the assistant manager chasing a shoplifter back toward the meat market and then back toward the checkout counters. The manager did a flying tackle on the man, and then as he was picking himself up, he noticed that a lot of the customers were watching him. The manager said, "Don't worry, folks, this guy was just trying to go through the express lane with more than 10 items." Immediately, I, along with 3 other customers, got out of the express lane. Panama City Beach Commission announced yesterday that the summer concert series is being postponed again due to an increase in the reported cases of the virus. The concert series normally takes place at Aaron Bessett Park Amphitheater. Were set to begin on June the 6th. Now they've postponed until they will make an announcement on July the 9th as to the future of these concerts. From the Tallahassee, the Supreme Court of Florida will not hear the case involving Panama City Beach businesses and the City Classic Cycles Incorporated. This is a case where the Panama City Beach had banned the motor scooters beginning this year at the end of this summer season, and it had been appealed to the local court and to the appellate court, and the Supreme Court of Florida has decided not to hear the case, which means that they have upheld the position that the lower courts took supporting the city of Panama City Beach. There is a section of Panama City Beach which is in the unincorporated areas, and we're not really sure what the Bay County Commission will do about the scooters. I'd like to put some facts in every time I have a video, and this one particular one caught my eye. What do the city of San Francisco and Disney World in Orlando have in common? Well, the answer is they are roughly the same size, approximately 40 square miles, and both are fantasy lands. I was discussing with a friend the trend to change the name of airports, states, public buildings, and even change our national anthem, because we have suddenly discovered those people we tried to honor were imperfect. I told my friend I thought it would be confusing if all the airports and public buildings were named Jesus, since he's the only perfect person to walk this earth. It would be like trying to drive in Atlanta where every other street is named Peachtree. My friend said, "Wait a minute, you have forgotten Fred Fielding." I said, "Are you saying that Fred Fielding was a perfect man?" My friend said, "Everything Fred did was perfect." I asked, "Who is Fred Fielding? I don't think I've ever met him." My friend said, "He was my wife's first husband." Well, I see that we've had another murder in Chad or Chop. A 16-year-old was boy was killed yesterday by the militia. Another one was seriously injured. We need to understand that this is not about race. Man's value is not determined by the color of his skin. Your value is determined by whether you are godly or ungodly. What we have been seeing across this great country is a state of disorder due to the absence of non-recognition of authority, which is the definition of anarchy. We will celebrate a very important day this week. A lot of men and women have laid down their lives that we might enjoy the independence and freedom that we have today. And I believe they would be very disappointed that we just laid down and let a group of anarchist thugs take it away from us. It's time for us to stand up and be proud Americans. Thank you for sharing some of your valuable time with me today, and may God continue to bless you in this great nation. Thank you so much.